Hello, fourth graders. All right, here we go. Full speed ahead with our long division unit. Please take out your math book and turn to page 137. Stop the video until you have the right page and then hit play again. So we're just going to review some vocabulary. Last week we talked about divisor, quotient, dividend, and remainder. And we talked about the dividend is the number that goes underneath the division symbol. The divisor is the number outside, and then the quotient is the answer. And just a review of multiplication, because we use multiplication in our long division as well. Two numbers multiplied together are called a factor, and our answer in a multiplication problem is the product. Now, coming down here, the models for multiplication and division are the same models. So the array, the rows and columns, and the area model. The area model you're very familiar with because we've already talked about area, which is base times height. But in this one, they have 12 squares, they're calling them bottles, on a table. 12 divided by 3 rows is 4. That means there's 4 in each row. And then 3, which is the 3 rows, times 4 in each row equals 12. Coming over here, same numbers. Base times height equals area. In this particular model, they give you the answer, which is 12. So you have to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. You have to do 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So that's how you know that the base is 4 feet, because we know 3 times 4 is 12. And last week we talked about remainders. Remainders are the number that is left over after you divide. So if you take a look at this problem, our dividend is 14, our divisor is 3. How many groups of 3 can go into 14? Or how many groups of 3 can we make to get up to 14, exactly on 14 or less? Well, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 5 is 15. But they don't want to go over 14, so we're going to go with 3 times 4. So we can make 4 groups of 3 to get close to 14. When we multiply 3 and 4, it's 12, and we subtract 12 from the dividend and get 2. 2 becomes our remainder, and from our video last week, we write it with a uppercase R and the 2 after. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is that your remainder can never be bigger than your divisor, ever. So if you get a remainder that's bigger than your divisor, you need to go back and check your work. All right, let's go to page 138. We're going to actually skip this top part. I'm going to go right down to this part. So 19 divided by 2. Count by 2s until you get to 19 or close to it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Can't go over 19, so we're going to go with 18. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 2s can go into 19 without going over. We then multiply our divisor and our quotient. 2 times 9 is 18. We subtract 18 from the dividend and we get 1. So 1 is our remainder. And always check your work. 1 needs to be smaller than your divisor. How many 7s go into 50? Well, remember what I told you? If you don't know your 7s, go to page 50 in your math book. There is your multiplication table. Find your 7 rows and look for a number as close as you can to 50. Here it would be 49. So 7 goes into 50 7 times, because 7 times 7 is 49. So I put the 7 up above. 7 times 7 is 49. I subtract 49 from my dividend, and I get 1. How many 9s go into 48? Find your row of 9s. Get close as you can to 48. Looks like 45. 5 times. 9 goes into 48 5 times. 9 times 5 is 45. I subtract 45 and I get 3. That becomes your remainder. All right, let's do another one together. How many 6s go into 27? 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. And 6 times 5 is 30. 30 is too high, so we're going to go with this one. 6 times 4 is 24. So 6 goes into 27 4 times. I subtract 24. I get 3. All right. Your assignment today is to do 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You can skip this one. All right, good luck. Remember, you can use page 50, your multiplication table, and you have, let's see, how many is that? 7 problems to do. Submit page 138 to the assignment when you're finished. Good luck.